What's up guys, Anthony here from Culture of Gaming, just wanting to apologise for this episode of the Power Up podcast. Unfortunately we did have some tech issues towards the start which have been cut out. It does seem like we kind of jump in halfway into the conversation, but only about a minute or so was cut out beforehand. So hopefully you can still enjoy the episode anyway. As always, follow us on our Podbean or our YouTube, wherever you're watching, follow us. On our YouTube, we are having a giveaway once we reach 100 subscribers. One lucky subscriber will be winning a game of their choice, valued up to $60 US. Also, make sure you like the video on our Podbean or on our YouTube or wherever you're watching. We are on iTunes, we're on Google Podcasts, we're basically everywhere with the Power Up Podcast. Hopefully you can still enjoy the podcast, guys, and as always, have a great rest of your day, and a Happy New Year. I actually picked up Let's Go Pikachu, been playing that solidly. Got the Switch right next to me, of course. Apart from that, just been kind of playing through that, and I've basically been to every town and onto the last gym, I believe. Or one of the last gyms anyway. And I keep getting slaughtered every single time I try and go there. So I've got to try and find fire Pokemon or level up my existing fire Pokemon and then go back and challenge them. So yeah, apart from that, that's about it from me. Haven't really been PC gaming that much. Looking at getting a new motherboard and all that kind of fun stuff. $600 later.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. That's the joys of gaming on last gen's PC hardware anyway. So yeah.
Does that also include Australian money?
Well, everything here is like nearly twice the amount of what US pay. So motherboards are actually pretty cheap at the moment here, which is good. But it's mainly CPU, which is like 400-ish to get a mid-tier i7. And we get new DDR4 RAM as well, which is super expensive at the moment.
That's expensive everywhere still.
Yeah, so
I think mine was like $130 for RGB RAM, but that was on Black Friday.
yeah.
For 16 gigs?
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Are you shop playing anything lately?
I've just been dealing with the holidays at my other job, so I haven't really been playing video games. If I have, then it's mostly been Smash Ultimate. Just recently unlocked all the characters.
Yep.
Who's your favorite so far?
I'm trying to main K. Rool right now. He's probably my favorite at the moment.
He looks cool. I like the little gun.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Does he have like a boxing ring? He's got like a boxing ring map, doesn't he? Off DK64, I think.
No.
Ooh, I don't know. There is a boxing ring from Punch Out. But...
Yeah.
Okay.
But Incineroar's the one that has like the boxing moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you tried online at all in that game?
I haven't yet. I don't even have a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. I don't know if I want to get one.
No, do not. Don't go there.
It's like 20.
It's just
I'm on for a year.
Whole year. 20.
Oh, that's not too bad.
True. 25, I think it is over here for a year. I think. So.
Okay. And thanks for following DSB IV. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, thanks for following.
He likes your hosting engine.
As far as myself, not too much. Like Sean said, a lot of holidays, a lot of traveling. But I did pick up a few games. I picked up Hitman 2 that I haven't dived too much into yet. Like I played like the intro mission, and it's fun. It's definitely more Hitman. If you
It's
played
very
Hitman,
hard. It's very hard.
I don't know if it's hard. It's just like I feel like it just taxes my brain. Like I have to think a lot in that game, quickly. You have to like think quickly. Like, oh god, there's a guy coming toward me. I can't be here anymore, and like I freak out.
Yeah.
Like I jump in a pile of garbage and hide in there.
Is that like the fashion show mission, or is that the prologue?
So that's the original game. So the original game is the fashion. So this one starts off with the racetrack in Miami, or there's a small little house. You do like a little intro mission.
Okay.
And then there's the Miami racetrack one.
Yeah. Okay. Because I played, like my sister's got an Xbox, and I went over there, and I don't think she's bought the whole game, so it's only got like 2 missions unlocked, I think.
Yeah.
And I think I was playing Hitman 2, I think it was, and it was just like in this fashion show, and there's people absolutely everywhere. And you've got to try and assassinate these 2 people, and the first guy's pretty easy. But then trying to get upstairs past the other one's personal security and everything, I just kept dying and just dying. And then I'll be what's the term? You've been found out in this one uniform, and then you can't get through without that uniform.
Yeah.
So I was just absolutely stuffed, so I had to redo the whole thing.
So pro tip is you can like manually save in those games. Like, don't be afraid to like. That's part of the game, like especially the originals is you do something like, oh, I just got a cool costume, just save the game right then and there. Like that way, if you screw up, you can just load like your check. You're like making checkpoints for yourself, sort of. So that game's fun. I'm looking forward to diving deeper into Hitman 2. And then I also picked up Into the Breach, not FTL.
Okay.
Into the Breach, which is like it's a little turn-based, like top-down, like tile strategy game. Have you guys seen that at all?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos and whatnot.
Yeah, I got it for like $10 on Switch.
Okay.
Actually really fun.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it's like the perfect little bite size. Like I can sit on the couch, play like a little like level. It takes like maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. If I want to keep going, I can. But if I have something else to do, I'm like, all right, I'm satisfied. Pop my Switch down and then like move on to something else. It's cool. It's like very surface level at first, but then it's super deep once you like really get into it.
I just purchased LA Noire for Switch like a couple hours ago. Just got done downloading. I'm kind of excited to play that since I love playing it back when I had a PS3.
Yeah, I beat that game. I played that game a lot in PS3 for some weird reason because it's not great. I don't know if it's a good game, but it was definitely entertaining.
I liked it.
I like it. It's just weird. Like I don't know if it's good.
I liked it for the tech.
It was pretty neat. The weird facial expressions on those guys.
Yeah.
That was brilliant for the time, I must say.
Oh yeah, it was like, I think it's an Australian developer, right, as well.
What's the
Team Bondi?
Yes, they're Sydney based. Yeah. Bandai. It's Bondi. Yeah.
Didn't they shut down right after the game came out?
I think soon after. Yeah, they were dealing with 2K.
Yeah, something happened during development.
I don't think it was an easy development for them.
Yeah, a couple months after the game came out.
Too small.
All right.
So let's head into some news here. First up, before news, we gotta plug.
Where can we find this?
Culture of Gaming, of course. If you're watching right now, you're obviously on cultureofgaming.com's Twitch channel, cultureofgaming.com or twitch.com/cultureofgaming. We also have a Facebook page, which is Culture of Gaming somewhere on Facebook. I don't know. Search that. I don't know how that site works.
Bottom right there.
Culture of Gaming. And
look right down there.
Same as Twitch. Same as YouTube.
YouTube.
We got a Twitter on there. You can follow us.
Make sure we get to 100 subscribers.
Yeah, we're looking for more subscribers on YouTube. You can watch our fun stuff we put out. Taylor has promised. He's not here, but I'm going to say it anyway. He's not here, but once we get 100 subscribers on YouTube, he's going to foot the bill. Someone's going to get a cool game, a $60 game at his expense, apparently, or all our expense. I don't know how it works.
I'm paying for it?
I think I'm paying for it? I don't know.
Everybody's paying for it.
Everyone puts in $1, and that's how it works. But yeah, so we're going to get the game away once we hit 100 subscribers. Get a cool custom URL there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please, if you're watching, go to YouTube, search Culture of Gaming, find us, subscribe, maybe watch a video while you're there. I don't know. I think that's what YouTube channels are for.
No way.
Yeah, but I think that's everything. We got everything.
Yes, we also have a community Discord down below as well, which is down below. Just click on it, and it's there. All these links and everything will be in the video descriptions once they go up on Podbean. We are also on Podbean as well, and most podcast services like iTunes, Google Play, Google Podcasts, not Google Play Podcasts. Please follow us there. Check us out. Watch the podcasts. All the podcast episodes are in Podbean and iTunes and all that. We have recently changed our art, so if you were used to the old art, it's the new art, but just search for Power Up Podcast, and we should be the only one now. After I filed a couple of, what are they called? Copyright notices and whatnot, we should be the only one.
Ooh,
yeah,
fun.
for iTunes. It's like 4-year-old podcasts that aren't doing stuff anymore.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, like Zowers now.
Yeah, it's like, I suppose it's like with any podcast, you just got to clean up around yourself a bit. So
Hey, new websites, Dan.
yeah.
All right. So now we get to go to news. Everyone's excited for this news, and surprisingly, not super slow for being the first week. Of, yeah.
That's some new
like,
stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty
So if you like new stuff, well, let me tell you, we got a new console apparently coming in a couple of years. Yeah. So this is so Slightly Mad Studios. If you guys are unfamiliar with them, it's the guys who did Project Cars 2, obviously. So they got some good tech over there, I'm sure. But they are talking about a new standalone console called worst console probably ever named, the Madbox console. It is a bad name.
I don't mind it, but yeah, whatever.
But apparently, his name is the CEO is Ian Bell, and he tweeted out, Madbox is coming, and he also spoke to Variety, and it said it would release in about 3 years. Support up to 120. Who did we lose?
Bye, Anthony.
We lost Anthony.
All right, it's back. Okay. Welcome back. Hi, Samus.
That's weird. Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to support 120 frames per second when it comes to VR, being 60 frames per second and it will support most major VR headsets, and those upcoming and specs will be equivalent to a very fast PC 2 years from now.
Cool.
And then he talked about exclusives a little bit, and he basically said, like, you know what, we're not worried about exclusives, or we're just trying to give everyone like a cross-platform engine to all developers, and be their choice if they can do cross-platform or whatever. And as of now, we have no plans to pay developers incentives to exclude other hardware vendors. Basically, he's just trying to get people to develop for the box right now. He's not necessarily not trying to hire a bunch of studios.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool.
I was going to say the opposite. I say it does not look good at all.
I am Slightly Mad Studios.
It's an M. It's like shaped. For people who have not seen it, it's like an M shape, and it just looks like a PC.
Yeah, it does.
A really gaudy one, and he's like, oh, there's a handle on top, so you can carry it with you.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah. So this other one I have,
oh my goodness.
Says, according to Bell, the Madbox is very light, and it features a playable carry handle on top. You can easily transport it. It will talk to other Madboxes without cables, whatever that means.
Wireless LAN, probably.
Yeah. Oh, he also claimed, Ian Bell, Madbox is the most powerful console ever built. So.
Okay.
So it has a handle.
Okay, cool.
I don't see one.
Neither do I.
It's probably in that little thingy.
It looks like it's got that little dip on it. It looks like it's like a bottle cooler or something. Like you put your beer in it while you're playing games. It's just, I don't know, the liquid cooling goes up and then cools the beer. Why not?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the GameCube is the king of handles.
Yeah.
Little lunchbox.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon that looks kind of cool. The emblem on the side looks like a very poorly drawn image, or poor sketch or something. It looks weird.
I mean, it was a mock-up, obviously. It's not the actual console.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm interested in it. I just have a few issues from the information we have at the moment. So the first thing is, when I first heard about it, I heard it's like this is supposed to compete with the PS4 and Xbox One, but it's coming out in the next 2 years when like the PlayStation 5 or the next Xbox is coming out. So will it be just as powerful as those consoles when they come out? And
that's a good point. Yeah, because the PS4 is pretty much on its way out, right? And so is Xbox One. A couple years. So will it compete with the next gen? It's
And my next issue is like, so if there's not gonna be exclusives, how can you draw me out from like playing on PC or maybe on a different console? Because the reason why I play on console is for the exclusives, and maybe there's some like third-party games that are a little better on consoles, like maybe more exclusive content. Then I'll get the console version instead. But I mainly just do PC.
Yeah, I guess it's the most powerful console build is like their angle at it. It's only like Because I mean, they could be saying that now because it could be stronger than the Xbox One X, right? But then when the whatever next generation comes out, it might not be the most powerful console.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it entirely depends on what they're kind of developing towards. If they're developing towards rivaling the Switch or the Xbox and PS4, Xbox One and PS4. Obviously, they're going to need to go after the Scarlet and the PS5 if they're going to be pushing it out in a couple of years' time. It also depends on the price of it as well, because obviously it's going to be 4K and maybe VR compatible. I did read something about that, I believe.
Yeah, it said compatible with most VR headsets.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, if it's kind of like 500, 600 bucks or something like that, and it's kind of developed as a PC, I could see people who are wanting to get into kind of the PC, like PC gaming and whatnot, buy one of these as a cheaper option. Obviously, it'd need to support Steam or something like that. I'm not too sure if they're going to be doing that or not.
Yeah, that's one thing I want.
Yeah.
It's one thing I want to know. Is it gonna have its own custom operating system, or is this gonna run like Windows 10, or are we gonna get the resurrection of Steam boxes?
Or could it be developed with like Discord or the Epic Game Store in mind, and just have their like something developed to kind of incorporate those two in it? Maybe, don't know.
I see that working.
Yeah, they haven't, released any of the specs yet, so we'll have to wait and figure that out.
I'd definitely keep my eye on it.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? New consoles are always like a weird, interesting thing, and I don't think have worked out necessarily in the past. I don't know, 5 years. Like the Ouya was the first one to claim like it was a new console, and look at that thing.
I was gonna say, what about the Ouya?
Yeah, and then you got Atari doing scamming people or whatever's happening over there.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, new consoles, yeah.
Heck yeah.
No.
Yeah, new consoles, right? Ugh, it's just a mess. So yeah, I mean, not that I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know how long they've been developing, but definitely be interesting in a couple of years, especially to get the price right.
Yeah.
This kind of adds on to like another kind of discussion topic, if you will. I mean, I was going to kind of bring this up a little bit later, but with the whole polyphony, I'm going to say not polyphony, with the polyphony digital doing like ray tracing and all that kind of stuff, are we going to be seeing PC tech coming into consoles a lot more? Or is it going to be a lot more kind of console niche where, we've got our own thing and PC can obviously PC master race and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see in the next couple of years if PC mechanics are going to be showing up in games or consoles or even this kind of thing, or the hybrids kind of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I see consoles going more towards PC architecture.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because like I bought a PC recently only, and it is because it doubles as like a workstation as well. So like when you're buying these like Steam box or like the Steam box, why it failed, right? It's because like it's just a console, but without any of the like luxury of being able to edit videos, whatever on it.
I mean, if you like wipe out the hard drive and install Windows on it or Linux.
Well, yeah,
but it's too much work. I want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, what's the point? Just build a PC or buy a PC.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll be checking in on this throughout the year. Hopefully, we can get some new stuff. The Madbox.
Madbox, yeah. Great name, I'll say. It's awesome.
I'm slightly mad.
All right. So next up, apparently we've got some leaks coming out for a pretty leaky game. I would pretty much say it's pretty leaked. But Smash Brothers Ultimate, we talked about it earlier. Sean's got the details on the leaks, I believe.
All right, the Grinch is back, everyone. All right, so. All right,
should we say spoiler warning, like if people?
Yeah. If you want to be surprised with the Smash DLC, I would just mute us. Still look at our faces, but just mute us.
Sure. Skip ahead.
So, some guy, Twitter name @Jan1Gamer, has tweeted that someone has data mined into the Smash Bros. Ultimate source codes, and found some names that can be used for future DLC characters. So we already got Joker from Persona 5 coming. So now we're gonna. So there's gonna be like, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, everything might have gotten leaked, but usually with the Grinch leak, I don't believe it. But some characters that we might be getting is Doom Guy. And we're getting a newcomer from a certain Microsoft game that everyone likes, Minecraft.
Yep.
Yeah, no Banjo-Kazooie.
One
Yeah, so we can play as Minecraft Steve with a Master Chief skin, so close enough.
Yeah.
And then we'll also get some Dragon Quest guy. I don't play Dragon Quest, so
Erdrick?
yeah. And then last character is Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, which I see coming in.
Yeah, I could see that making some sense. I feel like he's already been in multiple fighting games. He's in Dead or Alive.
Yeah, Team Ninja's worked with Nintendo before with Other M.
Yeah. So it's not out of the possibility for sure.
Yeah. So what do we think? Does this seem legit or?
I don't. It's so hard. Like the data mining stuff is always interesting because it's like there's like label characters that are just like abbreviations, and like they could be something totally different than what like is interpreted by like the community. Like what was it? It was like the fighter, like under slash kind. And it's like brave. I'm like, oh, brave probably means some kind of hero. So like, we've heard about like Dragon Quest being like a thing.
Yeah.
So like they're just like, oh yeah, it's probably Dragon Quest. And like, oh, Ninja Gaiden is like is 38th anniversary is coming up, so like, it might be that and stuff. So who knows?
Or I don't know if it could be true, but like they recently announced that they're bringing back Mii costumes for Smash Ultimate. So I don't know if it counts towards that. Like maybe we'll get a Mii costume for one of these people, but I highly doubt it.
So there was like there's 6 characters, right? Coming, or I guess
5. Well, yeah, because Piranha Plant counts as a bonus character.
Is he already out, or is he?
Not until February.
Okay.
Yeah,
got him for free. Okay.
You got it for free if you bought Smash Ultimate in December until like in a couple of days.
Okay.
So you get like a free code from, I don't know what you call it, like my Nintendo Club or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or
so
yeah.
You've got Edric, I'm guessing, from Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, Steven,
Steven.
Steven.
Mr. Steven from Minecraft.
I'm Minecraft Steven, thank you very much.
Steve from Minecraft and Doom Guy from Doom. I personally don't see Steve coming in from Minecraft. I don't reckon they can really do anything with that, to be honest.
Like fighting wise?
Well, what movesets he got?
Like pickaxe a dude. He can,
right.
Like, I don't know, like put you in like a furnace or something.
Cool. I don't know. Out of all of these, I reckon he's the one that's least likely to come because it's like having a Lego dude in there. I mean, why? To begin with. I mean, Doom Guy might make his way there maybe, but he's a bit overpowered unless they kind of tone him down a bit. He's doable, obviously. Ryu, I can definitely see in there, and obviously the Dragon Quest dude, Edric, as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 3 of them could be doable.
Yeah. It's just weird because, like, if it's true, then all 5 characters are gonna be third-party characters.
I think they mentioned that that's what it was gonna be.
Really? So all third-party?
I think that's what they said. I think part of it was like, I don't know. I believe they said like most of them are gonna be third-party, but I could be horribly wrong.
Well, Dragon Quest is first-party, isn't it?
No.
No, because that game.
The recent. Recent game came out on PS4.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Fire Emblem. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh
of.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Nintendo.
Do that.
Yeah.
Screw it. Let's just add everyone for Fire Emblem.
I don't see the Doom guy like. Just because I know that like Nintendo is shies away from like real guns in the game, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's all he does. Is just shoot things and like will rip people's heads off and stuff. But imagine like Kirby's mouth just being like torn really wide open.
Smash and then Mortal Kombat merged together. You've got
Yeah.
Doom
Or like him
Ultimate.
just chainsawing people. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shoot,
have
we have to
swords
re-rate
and
the
they-
game.
But
It's like remake an R version of it just with Doom people or whatever.
Recall all copies. We have to change the rating.
Yeah.
you just like go into hell and his like ultimate. He just sucks you into hell with him or something.
Mario's there and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
everyone's sitting around. They're all playing Mario Party down there. So
Yeah. Seems legit.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah. Go ahead.
no, go for it.
Oh, mine was off tangent. If you're gonna be on. subject.
Okay. I was gonna say, if this wasn't leaked, who would we like to see in Smash as DLC characters? I think this has been brought up before, but why not again? May as well.
Yeah.
Like any character?
Any character in Smash. I mean, they've got Doom guys, so why not?
I mean, I don't know. I'm happy with the roster right now. I mean, if that was the roster we have right now is the final roster, I'd be 100% okay with it. The only thing I can think of is like smaller characters.
I want Heihachi.
If we want-
from Tekken.
If we want to do the ultimate crossover between platformers, we can add Crash, Spyro, Bubsy.
No, Bubsy.
Hashtag Bubsy confirmed for Smash.
Ukulele.
Ukulele, Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see Banjo-Kazooie in it, but I don't really think it's going to happen. Or Master Chief, I reckon. I mean,
No.
Arbiter's been in Soul Calibur.
True. Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. You can have a Master Chief skin in the Switch version of Minecraft, so I kind of see Master Chief happening.
In a separate way.
Yeah.
Or they can act. Ooh, wasn't there a Spartan in like one of the Dead or Alive games?
In the fourth game, I think there's like a original Spartan character you can play as.
Yeah, like you couldn't. It wasn't Master Chief, but it was like
No.
a Spartan from whatever.
It's basically just Master Chief, but it's not.
Right. Yeah. Just dark. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You could. Dead or Alive 4. Yeah. Exactly. There's a Spartan. I think he's a Spartan.
Spartan 458.
We got the model, but we can't use the name.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Like.
Yeah, you can. Well, her name's Nicole, but anyway. Apparently.
Yeah.
Not that they even have any names, Spartans, but whatever.
Well, his name is like John or something, isn't it?
Yeah. John 117.
Boo. How boring.
Oh, come on! How is that boring? It's cool.
Aw.
And I got, when we did the Halo Retro Rumble thing, I got it wrong. It was, I can't even remember his full title now. Whatever, it's tangent.
See, you can't even remember. You're.
It's
Tell me what's
something
not cool.
petty first officer, something
Petty.
or other.
Whatever.
I don't know
Steven.
what military is over there, yes.
Steven. Jonathan.
Jonathan Steven, Minecraftian.
All right. Let's move on from those leaks.
All right.
We also have a
We
lot
got-
of people. Oh, we have one more thing, Sean.
Yeah, we got a bonus topic.
Ooh.
So, do we all remember the Wii U? That was a good console, right?
I have one in my closet.
How long has it been since you played it?
Oh, at least a year because the Switch came out, right? I think I retired that thing when I got my Switch.
Still
Yeah.
got me way out, I'm good.
So, if for some reason you still want a Wii U, because it's like the only game you want to play on there is Mario Maker's somewhat, but if you don't
That's
want to
all
buy
I
it,
have.
nice. If you want to buy one brand new from Amazon, it's going to cost you about $789. Unless if you use the Chrome extension called Honey, you can get it $90 off.
Huh?
What?
How much is a used one?
200.
Oh, okay. I think that's how much.
Yeah.
What, has the used one been through like a blender or a washing machine or something so it doesn't work?
No. But like, it was only 300 for the console, but you could get refurbished ones for two.
Oh,
through Nintendo.
wait.
Through Nintendo.
This one's cheaper. If you buy the Mario Kart 8 bundle, you get only for only $7.25 brand new.
Wow.
Jeez, I wish I never opened mine.
I mean, over here it's like 1,500.
Ouch.
Yeah. I think the reason why it's so expensive right now because I think Nintendo stopped making Wii U's.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, that never happened with the Wii or anything like that. They weren't $700 to get brand new.
Well, the Wii was so many sold. There was like 100 million on the market.
Yeah.
There's only like 18 million Wii U's, or maybe I think it's 18. It might be like 30.
Well, it's sold 13 million. I assume they just have a bunch of backstock since not a lot of people bought the system.
Yeah.
So
13 million's the lowest Nintendo console ever.
Nintendo is selling them, or are these other retailers selling them?
Looks like says by Nintendo, so I think it is, but it's always in small text on Amazon. So who's actually selling it?
Wow.
No, I think it's Nintendo.
I know, but still.
And there's only 4 left in stock, so you better hurry. Oh, it's sold by Target.
Ooh. Dear me. So everybody's just getting rid of their run out stock, I guess.
Oh, Target Express, not the store Target.
Okay.
Huh. Still, that's way too much for that company. Don't do that.
Ugh.
No one do that. If you're thinking about it, maybe don't do it.
Just don't do it. Why would you do it?
Yeah.
No, like Sean said, Mario Maker is the only game I think that hasn't been like ported.
Yeah.
You are a smart individual.
If you want to play good Wii U games, you just get this.
Yes.
That's all you need.
I bought what I thought was a good Wii U game. I bought Mario Kart 8 for myself as well.
Ooh, okay.
That game almost has as much random garbage as Mario Party, though.
Woo.
Are you kidding me? Every race, I swear, I'm gonna say this: say 4 out of 10 races, which is like still 40%, right? I will get just obliterated by a blue shell and then a red shell and then something else the last lap.
That's Mario Kart. It's all about
I
skill.
want skill based. I don't want this garbage.
What? Blue shell skill? Come on.
No, 0.
Yes, no.
I play like the time trials and I'm like, man, this is great. Or I just do the custom game and turn everything off. I'm like, this is fantastic, man. I'm just having a great time racing. I'm worrying about all this garbage that is hitting me.
Oh dear.
It was the worst of Mario Kart Wii.
It was bad. I remember why I was bad at that game.
Mario Kart Wii was the first game I ever played online.
I am so sorry.
That makes sense. Everyone.
You were
A lot of
so
people have
sorry.
that game.
First game I played online, Smash Brothers Brawl. What an experience.
Fair enough.
I think my first online game was probably like SOCOM 2 on the PS2.
Forgot to have it online.
Yeah, I had to buy that big old box and then screw it into the back of your PS2 and then
That's right.
and then had to wire an Ethernet cable like through my from my dad's room up through the roof and then down into my room and then plug it in there. And then we got lazy when I got my own room and just ran it across the floor.
That's terrible. Yeah. I mean, one thing that I do, this is kind of off topic, but one thing I do wish that Mario Kart games had was like a story mode, in a sense. Kind of like a reason why you play the games. Any game that doesn't really have, not so much a story mode, but like a reason to do what you do.
Motivation, yeah.
Yeah, like what's the point of it? In my mind, I'm a very single player person. I mean, multiplayer stuff is fine, no worries. I don't really care about that. But single player, a game like Mario Kart, or it's like having Forza Horizon without a reason to do your stuff.
To race.
Yeah,
I feel you.
We'll make it just basically Crash Team Racing then, since that's a story mode.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
that was awesome.
That's coming out again this year, right?
Yeah, it comes out this summer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get Crash Trilogy and Spyro Trilogy as well. Haven't played either of them because they're not on
Spyro
PC. I just got to Switch.
Much better for Crash. I don't know if Spyro just inherently just looks nicer or the game.
The control is better in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks much better to me for whatever. I don't even really particularly like Spyro.
Fair enough.
But it looks nicer. All right. Anywho, now we can move on from the Nintendo stuff.
The big one.
Yes. We have, so Anthony brought this up to us. Activision, Blizzard. They're in trouble. Are they in trouble? I don't know.
Okay,
Again?
everybody, who wants their daily dose of politics?
Oh god.
Okay, so Activision Blizzard is apparently their name now. The people obviously behind Call of Duty, Destiny, Overwatch, all that kind of stuff. The Activision CFO, Spencer Newman, recently left and was recently named the next CFO of Netflix. So this happened like late last year. I think it was October, November, something like that. And funnily enough, now that he's left, another CFO, not Activision's though, but Blizzard's. If I pronounce this wrong, I do apologize. Amrita Arja, I think it is, has left Blizzard now and has joined a mobile payment company called Square as its new CFO. Jack Dorsey, Square's co-founder, said in a statement that Arja brings us deep understanding of the ecosystem business, and she's purpose-driven, disciplined, and has a strong growth mindset. Obviously, she was with Activision Blizzard for more than 8 years, where she held a number of finance-related positions, including VP of Finance and Operations and VP of Strategy and Business Development before becoming CFO. Before joining Activision Blizzard, Arja worked at Fox Networks, Walt Disney, and Morgan Stanley.
Wow.
She hasn't said why she's left. I don't believe either of them said why they left. Activision CFO before her and now her. Now, a question that I have is, do we think, because Activision has kind of started getting involved with Blizzard a lot more, do we think these two kind of left because they didn't like working together, or obviously not working together, but like Activision and Blizzard working together kind of thing? Do we think we're seeing more people leave because obviously the CEO of Blizzard left, now that two CFOs of Activision and Blizzard have left? Do we think this is because of more of a partnership involved, or?
I
think it's
go ahead.
Probably more like of a Blizzard CEO leaving kind of situation. Like it's not really the same company anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just not treat it right.
They also had a lot of not great stuff last year, right? They had some some workplace. Is that them? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that was Riot Games.
Yeah, that was Riot. Okay. All right. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they're just kind of switching their whole game plan up. You know, like I guess Call of Duty was a pretty big hit for them. It seems like. And then the next game is what?
Titanfall, isn't it? I think it'd be
Titanfall. Not
3.
Titanfall, but
no, it's EA.
What's the one that's with mechs that you're close?
Anthem. That's EA too. That's EA too.
Oh jeez, man.
Destiny will probably be another Destiny DLC or something like that, I would say.
I think they're done with the DLC.
They just put out not too long ago.
The only Blizzard game I know that's coming out is the weird Diablo mobile game.
Oh, the mobile Diablo,
yeah.
Diablo Eternal, isn't it? Or something?
Yeah, that had a good reaction, right? I don't remember.
No.
It was so good.
People were mad apparently at that. It was odd. People.
Yeah, like multiple people stood up and were like, "Is this a joke? What are you doing?"
They got booed on it. It was super rude. But
yeah, like why are you doing this? Or like, everyone has phones. Yeah, there's no excuse.
It was a little messed up. Well, everyone's got a phone. No, duh. But I don't know. Yeah, seems like a very rabid fan base. So yeah, I wonder if this will affect some of their stuff coming up. Who knows?
I mean, with the whole Activision and Blizzard working together a lot more, I think we discussed this last week or a couple of weeks ago. Blizzard has I think Taylor talked about this, but Blizzard had always kind of done their own thing and pushed out one game every 3 or so years, like Overwatch, and then that was been kind of it since Destiny 2, which came out last year, I think it was.
2 years ago. Well, 2017.
Well, I guess,
So like,
yeah, I guess 2 years ago now. Yeah.
Yeah, 2017. So I think it's kind of more that Activision is wanting Blizzard to do more, and that's why there's so much mobile stuff coming out from them. Because I think they announced another mobile game that's going to be coming out, developed by Blizzard. It wasn't Diablo. It was something else, I believe. And obviously, Overwatch has had a pretty bad year last year as well with their Overwatch League and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's not so much Activision that's kind of changing things up. I think it's people at Blizzard and also Activision are saying, well, we're kind of going downhill. Let's get out where we can, kind of thing. So it's going to be interesting what Activision does in the future, definitely. Because they're not going well at the moment. I mean, they've had Call of Duty, but that's about it for the past couple of years. Destiny was, okay, wasn't the best.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and there's
you got like Hearthstone pumping out its it's expansions, 3 expansions per year. I kind of fell off Hearthstone. Usually I played a lot, but
Heroes of the Storm got cancelled as well, I believe.
so support for Heroes of the Storm got kind of nixed. At least the esports scene. I think it was just the esports scene.
Yeah, I know there was something else for a bunch of ex-Blizzard people actually formed a new company called Second Dinner, and their first project is a new Marvel game. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
Right. I don't know if it's like the recent people who left Blizzard, or they just haven't been in Blizzard for a while.
Yeah, that was also going to be mobile as well, I believe.
Is it mobile game?
Yeah, that was the other mobile game that I was thinking of.
Yeah. Oh, so it's ex-Hearthstone developers are. Oh, is that Ben Brode? Oh, cool. So I saw this a little bit of this, but yeah. Maybe they're making a card game. Second Dinner founded by Ben Brode. Yeah, so Ben Brode, Brody. I'm not sure how you pronounce the last name exactly, but he was like a big like community guy in the Hearthstone scene, really well liked and really well loved guy in the community. He left last year. So he's been working on Hearthstone for a long time, so maybe he could bring his knowledge over to make a cool Marvel card game. Which I can only assume if it's ex-Hearthstone developers or leads, at least.
It's interesting because Marvel has, or at least there's, I think, 3 Marvel games in the works at the moment. One for Switch, that's Ultimate Alliance, I think it is.
Oh, right.
You got this one, and you've also got that other Avengers game, which was... I've got no idea on.
It was like Square Enix Avengers game.
Yeah.
They got announced like...
Is it Square Enix?
Yeah, Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix.
Okay, yeah.
It's funny when we were at E3 and we saw the Quiet Man trailer. I was like straight away, oh, it's Marvel, and then
he thought it was like Daredevil.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
Oh man,
yeah,
it's good stuff.
All right,
yeah. So who knows? I don't know what's going on over there in Activision. Maybe they're in a little trouble. Like at least not financially or anything, but just like confused game wise. I don't know.
I mean, they're pretty well set as far as finance is concerned.
Oh yeah.
I think their issue's been that they've gotten involved with Blizzard a lot more. They just need to let Blizzard do their own thing, and they'll be right, I reckon.
True.
But now with a new team, it's going to be interesting what they do.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So this is a little add-on one that we kind of threw on at the end here. Have you guys seen this Xbox? It's not a classic edition, but it's like the classic package. Super weird. And could be very confusing.
Like it's like a controller and whatnot, I think.
Yeah, so it's like $80, and like it's on Amazon, and it looks like you were buying a mini Xbox and like a old school like green controller, if you remember like the see-through green ones. And it's like a Duke controller, if you also remember that. It's like the big gigantic one. Not a good controller. I don't know why they would remake that, unless you're 7 feet tall, and you do need big hands, right?
Yeah. But
it's like the skin. I don't know. I just thought this was interesting that they're releasing this thing like a skin, and the big controller, and like I think it's like a couple months or a month like Game Pass. But I can see people confusing this for like a actual Xbox like classic edition.
So-
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
people thought it was a classic edition.
Yeah, super
This-
weird.
This controller, I believe, was demoed at the Game Awards. I don't know if this is legit or not, but this like remake controller has actually won Best Gaming Controller of the Game Awards 2018.
Is that it's just like nostalgia talking though, pretty much, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
I remember not liking that controller when it.
Well, yeah, I need to. I've got one right next to me, and it's not good.
You have the Duke one?
Yeah, it's like a huge piece of junk, piece of plastic, basically.
Wait, where did you get the new one, or is this the?
No, that's an old one.
Oh, that's the slim
the-
S version.
That's the small.
Oh, yeah,
That's a good one.
That's the one that people like. Well,
and you
sort of.
got it. Oh wow.
So imagine
idea.
a bigger version of that. Does that one have the black and white buttons on it?
It's got black and white,
Okay.
obviously red, red, yellow, blue, and green.
White ones. But this did bring up like an interesting topic. If there was an Xbox Classic Edition, what are your guys' first games on it? Obviously, you got the Halos, you got the whatever. What else on Xbox? Halo. That's it.
Halo, Forza. That's it.
Forza.
Black, probably. Black was great.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot.
I remember that game. Never played it.
Oh, Black. That was an interesting little game.
That was an interesting one. Obviously, probably Crimson Skies.
Sure.
Spider-Man 2, obviously.
Spider-Man 2. I thought that was PlayStation only.
No. It's, Xbox.
Oh, really? No.
It's funny. I'm just looking to the left, looking at all the games that I've got.
I know. I'm like trying to think like what came out for the original X. Oh, okay.
Half-Life
Now
2.
Now my brain is
Forgot that was on that spot.
Fable.
Yeah.
Fable.
These Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, probably.
One of the GTA
Republic
games, mostly San Andreas.
Did that come there?
Yeah. It started out on PlayStation 2, but they all got ported to Xbox.
What's that game I'm thinking? Oh, Jade Empire. That game is
Yeah.
pretty.
I heard that was
cool.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably Morrowind, obviously.
You think so? You think Morrowind would come there?
Well, it was on. I used to be on it anyway.
Yeah.
And that's at the moment it's selling for like $80 over here. Like,
The good Battlefront
Oh.
2.
Gears of War. Did that come to that originally?
No, 360.
Oh, I was 360 only. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to...
Probably Bloodwake and Mechasalt.
Oh, Bloodwake. I forgot about Bloodwake.
Mechasalt is good as well. Mechasalt's great.
Yeah.
Star
Is it
Wars
out?
Republic Commando. Please bring that back.
They have
I
that
mean-
Conquer game. Conquer. Ugh.
Oh no.
No, remake's not that good.
Oh, is it not? I haven't played the remake. I've only played the.
No, it's just a remake of the N64 Conquer game.
We have someone subscribing with Twitch Prime to turn me up a bit, but he's yelling at Anthony. We should be yelling at Sean.
I think he is yelling at shit.
He's up.
He's up. I'm up. There we go.
All right, there we go.
That should be
Cool.
better. Thank you for the subscription, sir.
Joyous.
Whoever.
Whoever can.
Whomever.
I just did.
You just did. I mean,
Thank-
as far as a classic Xbox coming, I don't really see it happening because obviously you got your backwards compatible stuff that's on one. As far as bringing all this stuff to the Xbox One, why not? I mean, they should. I reckon they should definitely.
I
And
think
there goes the overlay.
I think they have brought some stuff up recently. I don't know, like the original, like some of the Splinter Cells. I think they got over and stuff. But
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not part of the Xbox fanboy service anymore.
I just can't wait for them to bring over like Game Pass to PC because it seems like a super good deal.
Game Pass is on PC.
It is, but it's not like
not like fully.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
out of like
Windows
50
10.
games on it, you can play like 2, I think.
Yeah, you can only play like a few.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 4's on it. It's worth it.
True, and that might be worth it in itself.
I didn't realize until I bought Forza Horizon 4. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, did you have Game Pass?
No, I didn't realize it was on Game Pass. Like the moment I bought it, then there was like, I had no way to refund it. I'm like, all right, stop it. I ended up loving the game though, so it was worth it.
Yeah, that's a good game.
I prefer 3 to 4, to be honest.
Horizon 3 or
Yeah,
just...
Horizon 3 to 4.
Oh, it's because it's in Australia.
Nah, it's got nothing to do with that. It honestly doesn't. I actually kind of prefer 2 to 3, but I found 3 to be a lot more active compared to 4. Like, 4 is kind of not so spread out. The map's smaller, I find, anyway. And just the amount of saturation of events and all that is kind of a lot more spread out. So, I've only played like 2 hours of it, mind you, but yeah.
Okay. And then because it's the new year, let's see what are we looking forward to in the future? Just let's put out a base of like what right now, top of your head, are you looking forward to the most in 20? And then it doesn't even have to be like officially dated for 20. Just anything that you think might be.
Putting me on the spot, I don't know.
I mean, I can start us off here really quick. One of my like most anticipated games is the remake of Resident Evil 2. That game looks fantastic. Like
Quiet Man 2.
Shut it down. Yes. Quiet Man 2 is coming out, man. Like I don't know if I've said this already on this podcast, but I genuinely had so much fun with that game that it makes my top 10 of games of the year, because just how much stupidity, how much fun I had with that thing. I was laughing nonstop. And it was a terrible game.
I thought my speaker was broken, so I had to go buy a new one. Thanks.
No, it made no sense. I love how much it just so bad. Like you're like,
please don't make me relive this. I didn't even play it, and I watched you play it. And it was
you're like doing cutscenes, and the guy's talking to you. Obviously, your protagonist is deaf, so he can't really hear very well. However, he's understanding what's being said to him.
Yeah, and he's talking back.
And he's like saying stuff back, but you don't know anything. You're like, well, why don't I? He can clearly read lips. Why don't I get to know the information he knows?
And the music, it's so good. It's like, dude.
They're just like people getting shot over pairs of shoes. Like, oh man, it is.
And then it's like this rapid drum beat. It's just, what is going on?
They actually released a patch for that game, right? So if you beat the game, you can go back and play it with all the voices. And I'm so tempted. But I've heard it's even worse that way. Like you thought it was bad, then now it's even worse.
It was probably they got all the way to the end of all the voiceovers and everything, and then they're like, gee, we've run out of money. Let's just cut off the audio completely.
Cut it out. We don't have time for audio.
Exactly. And they've just hired like B-grade voice actors to come in and do the patch stuff. I don't know.
I would love that. Oh, but anything you guys looking forward to this year? If you can, off the top of your head?
Date-wise, no. There's still a lot of stuff that doesn't really have a release date yet.
We got like Ace Combat 7, Anthony. That's coming out this month.
I'm keen for that. Although hopefully my PC can play it. My CPU's having a hard time at the moment.
Yeah. February 1st.
February 1st for PC if you PC. Y'all remember a little game called Crackdown 3?
Yeah.
Oh, it's finally coming out.
That game was supposed to come out in
4 years ago.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Anthem, we talked about that a little bit.
Not too keen for that. I reckon we're gonna mess it up, to be honest.
What about Devil May Cry 5? That game's fun.
I would say mainstream Pokemon, to be honest, this year.
Mainstream?
Like a proper Pokemon release, because Let's Go wasn't a proper Pokemon release.
Sure.
Mortal Kombat 11, April 23rd.
I'm optimistic about that game.
Apparently, there's rumors that there's going to be Modern Warfare 4 coming. This year. I keep saying next year, but it's this year.
This year.
This year.
That could be good considering I think they won a lot of people over this year with the blackout mode, and I think the multiplayer is solid. So going back to Modern Warfare, it seems like a neat idea.
Yeah, Andrew, one of your favorites, I'm sure. Battletoads, apparently.
They're making new Battletoads? Is that an actual thing?
Yeah. They confirmed it at, I think it was Gamescom that they did it.
Oh, I actually liked Battletoads when I was a child, but I was also a child, so I was dumb. So it's probably not good.
I love your high regard for yourself.
Oh no!
Like, I was just dumb.
I sat there and I played the Game Boy version of Killer Instinct, and that was so bad. It was the worst version of Killer Instinct you could ever play. But I played it because I was a dumb child. Yeah, I mean, hey, when you're a kid, you just play whatever you can.
Crash
right?
Team Racing. I'm looking forward to that.
CTR, that should be good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for that. I remember buying a multi-tap for my PS player with that one.
If you
Go ahead.
Yep, go. I go, Sean.
Alright. How about video game movies? We're getting a Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
That's alright. It's okay.
Apparently, Angry Birds movie 2. What?
Oh no.
I'm sure that'll make money. So
they're doing a Mario movie, obviously. We already know that.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog the movie. I don't want to talk about that though.
I'm not keen for that.
That looks god awful.
I'm good. Jump Force. That was another one.
Oh, okay. Is Windjammers 2 supposed to come out this year? Because that game looks cool. I'm down for
think so.
Too.
There's a new Bowser's Inside Story, or Bowser Jr.'s Journey.
How about Kingdom Hearts 3? That comes out in a few weeks.
Nobody cares.
Okay, sorry Taylor. Sorry.
That game doesn't exist.
Yeah, MechWarrior's well, considering it's been leaked and 29 copies were stolen, I'm surprised it's not already out.
Of which one?
Kingdom Hearts 3. Didn't you hear about that?
I don't know. I block all Kingdom Hearts news from my brain.
Somebody broke into their shipping facility or whatever it was and stole 29 Xbox One copies of the game.
Whoops.
Fan base is pretty nuts. I am surprised that it didn't get leaked, but they'll probably be able to track it through Xbox if you even play it. You'll probably shut your account down and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you can figure out how to. I guess if you unplugged it, your maybe. I don't know.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I'm keen for that.
I forgot about that game too.
Oh yeah, From Software's new game, Sekiro Shadow Dice Twice.
Yeah, that game was cool. I've looked at it just briefly. I don't even like Dark Souls style games, but fast enough that I think it might be cool.
This looks like you can actually die twice, so might be a little bit easier.
You can only die twice. If you die 3 times, we're deleting your console.
Game over. Because he's like the old what's his name? The guy who made Metal Gear. I was talking about if you died,
Hideo Kojima.
I remember him saying oh, if you died, your memory would be deleted from the game. You'd have to start over or something. Oh man. What
Rage 2, obviously, and Doom Eternal. I'm keen for Doom Eternal.
Those look good. A lot of post-apocalyptic stuff. We got that Far Cry too. That's
and also Jedi Fallen Order, which we have no idea about. Apparently, it's coming this year.
I don't even know what that is.
Let's hope they don't cancel it like the Air Star Wars game.
Nah, I don't think they will.
Is that the one they talked about?
At E3, Respawn and the guys behind Titanfall are working on it. So
yeah.
Vince Sapella, I think his name is. Team Sonic Racing. No thanks, I'm good.
Yeah.
That got delayed, right? That was supposed to come out this year, I think.
Of course it did. What's new?
The most important game came out yesterday, which is Fitness Boxing.
No way.
Oh,
yeah,
classic.
Nintendo Switch exclusive. Fitness Boxing.
Cool. The first game that came out in 2019.
Fitness Boxing.
Fitness Boxing.
No. Wait, seriously?
Yeah. It's the first game came out.
It includes music from Justin Bieber. Wow, that's what I always wanted.
Seems expensive too.
Oh, wait, seriously? Oh dear. What else we got? I think that's obviously there's a new Wolfenstein coming. Wolfenstein Youngblood.
New Metro game.
Yeah.
Oh right, Days Gone. Who could forget about that?
No, I'm
Hot
good.
looking mess.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's how they're
Yeah.
like with all the delays. Like all these days have been gone.
New Samurai Showdown. There's a lot of stuff on this list. Okay, I'm looking at some of what's coming out according to Wikipedia. 2019 might be a pretty good year in games.
Guys, if you want a comprehensive list of some of the best games, here's a shameless plug right here. The best games in 2019 that are coming out. Check out an article by Ethan, who's been on my podcast a couple of times. It's like, I think it's titled 49 best games coming in 2019, I think it is. It's got everything from Animal Crossing to mainstream Pokemon and all that. It's a pretty decent list, I must say myself. And it's even got little excerpts of what each game is about. So a lot of effort went into that.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked. I'll check that out for sure.
Nice job, Ethan.
It's funny how we go to all these different sites to look at lists, and then it's like, oh wait,
we have our own.
Trade us.
Where can you find us?
Funny.
Yeah.
Find it. Thank you.
I
That's
think
okay.
that's it as far as games releasing, or like decent games releasing anyway.
What was the games releasing this year?
You probably
You
missed
think?
something.
Do you guys think we see PS5 stuff this year or Xbox Scarlet stuff this year?
I see them getting announced. Probably not coming out until like next year.
Yeah. You think
Or
we see like an
2020.
actual box?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I reckon they'll probably show off kind of the casing of the console, kind of.
Yeah.
This is what you're gonna expect. Maybe because there's been a couple of, well, this is actually another topic that I was going to bring up. It's definitely going to be VR compatible. We already know that.
Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox. They're saying that it's going to have some kind of Intel processor in it, which I think Xbox One's already got, something like that.
No, it's AMD.
Yeah.
AMD, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying that it's going to switch over to Intel, apparently. So,
Interesting.
with an article I read. I reckon they're going to show off kind of some specs and whatnot of it, like basic spec, maybe CPU and whatnot, but that'll be about it. We probably won't.
It's weird to think that the 8th gen is about to end.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Insane.
Yeah. Who cares? What is a generation anymore? You got PS4 Pro and Xbox One X coming out halfway.
Xbox One S, X.
Exactly, right? And they're all slightly more powerful.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and what I'm mainly curious about is if they're gonna, with the whole internet connectivity of nowadays, I wonder if they're gonna go full online only or whatever with the new consoles, because they're gonna do that with the Xbox One until people kicked up a stink about it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think they learned a lesson about that. No, it's Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly.
At least they killed the Kinect.
True. Well, they built that in, didn't they? With something? Didn't they ship that with the One?
Yeah, you're required to keep it plugged in at all times, and then like a year later, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of weird. Let's just unplug it.
Let's just spy on every Xbox One owner.
That's fine. Amazon's doing that now of Echoes.
Yeah, Alexas and stuff.
Yeah.
Any other kind of thoughts on what it's not Scorpio this time, it's what is it?
Scarlet,
that's it. Scarlet. Any other thoughts on what the console might have in it, or what it might even ship with as far as games or whatever?
I think we see like Halo being launched out of Florida, probably.
Or they might just same thing like Breath of the Wild, how they did for Wii U and Switch. Probably like Halo Infinite for Xbox One and Scarlet.
Yeah,
I'd see that happening.
They might go with Gears of War because they're doing Gears 5, I think it is.
Yeah.
They're doing like 3 Gears games at the moment.
Do you remember that Funko Gears game? dude, that was so weird. Wasn't there a Funko game that's of
Yeah,
Gears?
they're still doing it, and they're doing a tactical one as well, which is like top down.
So the tactical one actually was kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's mobile. Mobile. I think those two were mobile, and Gears 5 was console, obviously.
I feel like XCOM works well on mobile, so
yeah,
I'd be down for that.
I don't think we'll see another. We might see a like Forza 8 as far as like a proper.
Oh,
racing.
sure.
Oh yeah, it'll happen this year.
Yeah.
You think Halo's happening this year?
Halo? I think it might happen this year. Yeah.
Halo
Infinite?
Infinite.
That's what they're calling it. Yeah.
Infinite.
Infinite Warfare.
I think yeah.
There's so many Infinite.
I think it's because it's based on like one of the ships called Infinite. I think it is because it's. I don't know. I'm not up on my Halo lore enough.
Halo 3. So.
Fair enough. 4's not too bad, but 5's stay clear. Stand clear.
Not bad, huh?
Get out where you can. Well, they released it without a blinking co-op single-player mode.
No split screen.
Yeah, every Halo game was released with split screen, like which is obviously co-op, like co-op runs throughs and all that kind of stuff. They didn't do it.
I mean, to be honest, that's like one of the main reasons why people still play the older Halo games for multiplayer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they offer one of the better co-op run-through experiences that you can get in a game, in my opinion, anyway.
I mean, you don't get to see a lot of first-person shooter like split days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
'Cause I know Call of Duty still does that with zombies. They still have split screen.
Oh, sure. That's
yeah, they want to with zombies, surely.
Yeah.
Weird mode. I'm so bummed. I bought the full version of like Call of Duty, and then they released the like, hey, if you don't want the zombies part, you just want the multiplayer and the blackout mode, you can pay half the price and get that. It's like, no, I don't even want to play the zombies at all.
Can I get a refund? No.
No. Well, I've already put out, 10 hours in the game, so no way is getting a refund there.
Yeah, true.
Anyway.
What? Yeah, why not? That's a good...
2019. It's a year of video games.
Exactly. Well, talking about video games, not shameless plug, but smooth transition for this one. As far as stuff coming out next week, we have a couple of PC and Switch things. Obviously, not that much because it's the start of the year. We have, however the heck you pronounce this, Picanico, I think it is. It's coming to PC and Switch on January the 7th, which is tomorrow for us. Sean, one of your favorite games, Bury Me, My Love, is coming to PC and Switch on January the 10th.
What?
I don't know. Bury Me, My Love is.
I've heard of this game. I don't know where I have heard of it.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard this game thrown around. I think it was a mobile game?
No idea. Double Cross is coming to PC and Switch. A lot of stuff is going to Switch this week. January the 10th as well for that one. Everything is going to Switch on January the 10th. That is actually a game.
I think that's that really weird like screensaver game that came out on PS4.
Everyone is
everything.
Yeah, you can just like turn into a bear and then like tumble like oddly.
Okay.
It looks pretty silly.
After Charge is going to PC and Xbox One January the 10th. And Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on January the 11th. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey is going to 3DS, seriously, on January the 11th. I was looking forward to getting that on Switch, but apparently not.
Is that a new game?
No,
yeah,
it's
it's
release with some new content.
Okay.
That's right. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, great name for a Switch game, is obviously going to Switch on January the 11th.
Oh, and they also deconfirmed Bowsette for canon, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you go on those...
It'll be sad, probably.
Okay, I don't care.
Fair enough. Hitman HD Enhanced Collection is going to PS4 and Xbox One on January the 11th.
4K.
Yeah. That's a weird one, because it's Hitman Blood Money and Hitman Absolution, and Absolution is like not
even
loved.
that old.
Well, it's not necessarily loved by a lot of the community.
That was like the
it was
first
okay.
Hitman game.
I enjoyed it, but like a lot of people were like, oh, it's not, because it's like a little more linear. People are like, it's not Hitman.
Yeah.
And lastly, Bright Memory Episode 1 is going to Steam Early Access on January the 12th. Obviously, that's it for this week's games releasing.
Beautiful. All right, well, that's gonna about do it. What do we have coming up, Anthony, on the site as far as like game of the year? We should be getting that stuff out soon.
Yes, we have. We are still kind of working on this. We have a couple of games that we still have yet to get write-ups done of, but it should be done by, well, the first few articles I'm actually going to start working on it today and probably push out the actual main Game of the Year article today. Apart from that, it should be coming out either Monday or this weekend. So, or this weekend or Monday, I should say. And that is covering everything, RPGs, individual articles for everything, obviously Game of the Year, RPG, indie, action adventure, even soundtrack and all that. We have yet to kind of start working on that yet. That'll be kind of secondary Game of the Year articles, but the main Game of the Year content will be coming out very shortly.
Perfect. And then Sean, are you got anything in the works right now?
Well, I'm helping out with the Game of the Year stuff.
Doing Game of the Year stuff. Everyone's just doing Game of the Year stuff. And then we have CES coverage coming up soon, I believe.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to CES next week with Taylor and Matthew. We're going to cover some stuff. My first time going, it's actually one of my dreams to actually go and cover CES, so it's kind of a dream come true.
Ooh. Is there one thing in particular you can talk about that you're looking forward to seeing there? Or you're not allowed to, if you're not allowed to talk about it, then that's cool.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't know.
You know, we'll just see. Or like a cool refrigerator that you can like see through or something like that.
Well, they've got about 5,000 booths or whatever there, so it's absolutely insane. There's going to be so much stuff there.
Culture of gaming CES coverage. Here's a fridge.
Yeah, right.
That's built in Android. You can play games on it. It counts.
New smart fridges.
Yeah.
Or smart toaster.
We are partnering with Soldier Boy to bring you the new.
What do you mean it's been removed?
That's it.
He's not getting a refund.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to bring that. We talked about that last week with that guy.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve more attention.
Anyway, so that's gonna about do it. Sean, can we find you on social media anywhere?
You can find me on Twitter at nerd_awakens, and then that's really it. I might start a Nerd Awakens Instagram soon in the future.
Ooh.
I might put some CES coverage there, like see what I'm doing at the moment, me just setting up my camera, all the boring stuff.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be good to have a little blog going on during your CES adventures.
What
about you, Anthony?
Yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
What?
Anything? Any social medias, Anthony, or you just?
I am kind of here and there. Obviously, I'm on Twitter, SameAntman19. Under that, obviously, I changed my username very recently. And I do all of the social media stuff for the site as well, from YouTube to Instagram and all that. I was going to say, no. I was going to say that for CES stuff, we will probably have some CES stuff on our Instagram as well, no doubt. If you guys want to send over some pictures or whatever, or I'll give you the login for the account. It's probably easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this coverage. Should be a fun time at CES.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I really need to start packing. I'm bad with this stuff.
Wait, so that's next weekend? CES is next weekend? Or is it
No,
a week during the week?
It starts this Tuesday.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. I think that's when the first day starts. We get there on
and
Monday.
That's Las Vegas, right?
Yes. So
9th to the 12th?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You guys driving? You guys getting in the vehicles and driving out?
We're flying, I think. I mean, are we allowed to talk about that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, our flight number. No.
Anywho, yeah, it's not.
Where can we find you, Andrew?
You can find me, Duronsky, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram. I post some fun stuff occasionally. No, go away. Post in the chat.
No, I don't do anything.
Never do that. And yeah, so make sure you guys follow cultureofgaming.com. Fun stuff. We got videos on YouTube. We got fun Twitter's handles and people talking about stuff there. You can interact with us on, of course, our Discord. You can either see at the bottom of this page or even on our site. We're all there. Come chat with us about games or whatever you're feeling about, as long as you're not saying anything mean.
We have a channel that's nothing but memes.
We do have a channel.
True.
Culture of memes.
It's not a good place. Dark.
Dark, yeah.
Super dark.
Totally.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think that's gonna do it. Unless you guys have something last to say.
Don't believe so. I think that's about it.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys being with me and appreciate putting up with my hosting abilities. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. And we'll see you next Saturday, of course, 3 p.m. Pacific time, the Power Up Podcast.
All right, everyone have a good night.